Hey, what's up YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about something that's not super popular with audiophiles, but popular enough and convenient enough that I wanted to talk about it. And what we're going to do is talk about Bluetooth for music needs. We're going to talk about two different Bluetooth adapters. I own both of them, and I've owned them for quite a long time. And one is one of the most expensive ones actually. It's the Audioengine B1. It's like 189 bucks. And the other one is arguably kind of a clone of it, which is the BluDento one that's like 65 bucks. And I say arguably a clone because if you look at the two, they look pretty damn similar. Audioengine, BluDento. Back, side, you can see they're pretty similar. Now, I say arguably and not actually a clone because what's cloned from the Audioengine is just the case itself and the look. The chipset inside the BluDento is actually pretty different. This uses a Bluetooth 4X of some kind. This uses Bluetooth 5.0. And this does use a different chipset also, if I didn't say that already. So they are different. The DA converters inside are different as well. So yeah, they just, it's an identical look. It is what it is, you know? So Bluetooth music, a couple things you got to know is you're going to be capped in bitrate kind of no matter what. So if you're the kind of person that pays for a premium title and you want your CD quality and stuff like that, you're not going to get it with Bluetooth, right? I believe Bluetooth is going to cap you right around something like 320 kilobits. Whereas if you're using a network streamer or something like that, or a computer or a hard line connection, you're not going to have any kind of cap really. If you have an Android phone, you can use AptX and stuff like that. I have an iPhone, so I'll be honest, I don't even know what the hell AptX is. I don't know what it does. I don't know what it sounds like because I'm iPhone till I die. And iPhone does not support AptX. So we have two Bluetooth adapters. I used Bluetooth early on in my audio career just because it was so damn convenient. I was using Bluetooth before network streamers were really a hit. I mean, they existed, but they were like really, really expensive back in the day. And it was just, I didn't have the money for stuff like that. Convenience is really important to me because audio is just a hobby to me. It's not my freaking job, right? And I'm going to just get this out of the way. No, Bluetooth is not going to sound as good as a network streamer, okay? It's just not. But it's going to sound pretty damn good, and I'll argue good enough in many circumstances. I don't use Bluetooth today for music. It's been a couple years since I've used Bluetooth for music. But if you're just getting yourself set up and you can't afford a streamer, which is like 500 bucks for the cheapest one that's good, check out these options. I will say the Audioengine is the better of the two, but at 3 times the price, I'm going to actually recommend the cheaper one. Go on eBay, type in BluDento, it's 65 bucks. I recommend this one. Why? Because it's 1/3 the price, and I mean, while the Audioengine sounds better, I really had to sit there and just really listen, because at the end of the day, they both use good chipsets and you're going to be limited to 320 kilobits. So neither chipset can really do its thing anyway. As long as it could receive the signal, convert it to analog, and send it to your preamp or integrated amp, you're in good hands. I didn't have any issues with either of these over the years. I actually used this one for TV duty for a long time. I use this one for music mostly, but neither of these get used any longer. They just kind of sit in a cupboard and collect dust. I'm trying to think if there's anything really I want to say about the differences. The Audioengine, I guess, is a little more like refined sounding. It's a little bit softer and smoother to listen to. They have the same amount of detail, but the Audioengine is just easier to listen to, whereas the BluDento is going to have like a little bit more trouble. Neither one is fatiguing, neither one is warm, neither one is like incredibly detailed or anything like that. They're both just pretty good. At the time I bought the Audioengine B1, the BluDento didn't exist, so I wanted the best Bluetooth adapter available, so I shit out the 200 bucks and bought it. Since the cheaper one exists now, that's the one I recommend. I don't feel bad recommending the cheaper one because it's not a clone. Internally, it is totally different. Feel free to look it up. I don't really spec whore on like chipsets and shit like that because if I'm being honest, I don't really understand all that. I just know the insides are different. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. If you are going to buy the more expensive one at $189, I think I'm going to recommend you just hold, don't buy it, save your money, and get a Bluesound Node 2i instead. It's a little bit more, it's a lot more expensive actually at 500 bucks, but it's it's just so much better. It really is so much better, and I feel like it would be a shame to spend almost half of what the Node 2i cost on something that's just a Bluetooth receiver. If you own either of these units already, don't feel bad. They're both really great, okay? You know, if you're already on the expensive one and you thought you could have saved some money on the cheaper one, you could have, but so what? They're both really good. They both served me well, and I didn't have any signal dropouts from either of them. The only real difference is the Audioengine has a light on the front to let you know you're connected. The BluDento does, but it's just a small LED instead of this bigger one right here. These are just screw holes on either side. There's no headphone in or anything like that. Each one does also have a Dac bypass. If you want to bypass the internal DAC in here and just do like optical out to the internal DAC on your unit or an external DAC, you can. But again, remember, it's Bluetooth. You're limited to your signal being about 320 kilobits. If you're smarter than me and I've made a mistake somewhere and you want to mention it in the comments, go for it. We're going to keep this one short because I don't think there's shit else to say about Bluetooth. Thank you for tuning into the channel, and until next time, later.